Hello students, the topic that we are going to study today is quadratic equations. But before starting what quadratic equations is, we need to know what are the topics that we are going to study in this part. So let's get started. Okay, so the topics that we are going to learn are, okay, number one, the definitions. Obviously we will be learning what is the definition of a quadratic equation. Then we will be learning what are the methods of solving quadratic equation. That is, if you have any quadratic equation, if you then we will be learning how to solve that quadratic equations. Okay, now these are the methods that we are going to learn. The first one is using the quadratic formula itself. The second method is factorization, and the third method is perfect square. Lastly, we will be learning that what are the equations actually that are reducible to quadratic form. So there will be some equations given and we will be reducing them into quadratic form, and then we will be finding out its roots. Okay, so these are the types of reducible equations that we are going to study in this part, that is in the quadratic equation part. Okay, so these are the first four equations. So first of all, just let's get started with the basic definition. Okay, now what is actually a quadratic equation? Now according to the definition, it says a quadratic equation is a second order polynomial equation in a single variable x and is represented by this. Okay, now out here I have written a univariate case. Univariate means that it is an equation, it's a second order equation, right? The degree of this equation is 2. Now why I am saying it a univariate case, it is because the variables present in this equation is same. Yeah, that means the variable out here is only x. Okay, there are equations, a second order equation having having multiple variables. This is possible, but for this part we will only be learning a quadratic equation of second order polynomial with in a single variable. So this is actually called a univariate case, where there is a single variable equation and it's a second order equation. Okay, now with a is not equals to 0. Now it is very important that a should not be equal to 0. Now what exactly a is? Now if you just look at this general form of the equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. If let's suppose I need to find out the degree of this equation. Now as you can see, the degree of this equation is 2. The highest value of x available, the highest value of x is 2 out here. So the degree of this equation is 2. Now let's suppose if I just substitute a 0 in this equation, what will be the result? Okay, if I just substitute a equals to 0, what will happen is this term will become 0, because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. The remaining would be bx plus c. Now as you can see, it is an equation, but it's not a quadratic equation. It actually turns into a linear equation. Alright, so this is one of the most important condition when we are solving a quadratic equation, or when we have any quadratic equation of a univariate case, that this part, the a should not be equal to 0. Okay, if it is equals to 0, it will turn into a linear equation but not quadratic. Okay, so these are some different quadratics as well. Quadratic equations like cubic quadratic, quadratic equations that have degree 3 and 4 respectively, and the general form of these equation is this. See, this is a general form of cubic quadratic equation. It's a univariate case also. Okay, and for biquadratic means order 4 equation. The general form of this order 4 equation is this: ax4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx equals to 0. Now it is not always important that you should have every variable, every terms available, right? It can be a biquadratic variable, but it is not necessary that it should follow this order. But this itself is a generalized way of writing a biquadratic and a cubic quadratic equation. Okay, Moving on, we will now be solving what are the methods, we will now be learning actually what are the methods of solving quadratic equations. Okay, now first of all, as I said, that we will be learning quadratic formula. So what exactly quadratic formula is? Now a quadratic formula helps you solve quadratic equations. Method of completing the square is used to derive the general formula for obtaining the solution set of any quadratic equation. Now there's an equation, okay, if any quadratic in order 2 equation is given to you, by using the quadratic formula you can use any, you can solve any quadratic equation. Okay, for completing the square method is actually used to derive this formula. Okay, so we're not right now we're not going to derive anything, but it's just for information purpose that if anyone says that how we derive a quadratic formula, so the completing square, okay, the completing square means that the completing square method, completing the square is actually used to derive a quadratic formula. Okay, now moving on and solving some of the quadratic equations. All right, so the quadratic formula. Now first of all, we need to know that what exactly the quadratic formula is. Now this is basically the general formula for a quadratic equation. Now since a quadratic equation has is an order 2 equation, it has 2 degree, so there will be 2 roots. Okay, we will be finding out values of x, all right, and there will be 2 roots. Why? Because the degree of that equation is 2. So now the general formula for quadratic equation is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Now let's just look at an example and understand it how to use this formula. Okay, so here we have an example which is x square plus 4x minus 21 is equals to 0. Alright, now this is basically the quadratic formula which I have shown you earlier, that is x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Now here if I just compare this equation, okay, this equation with the general form of the quadratic equation, I came across that a equals to 1 when a cannot be equal to 0. If it is 0, this equation is no longer a quadratic equation. So out here a equals to 1, b equals to 4. I'm just comparing it with the general form of this of quadratic equation and finding out values for a, b and c. b equals to plus 4. Why? Because the sign out here is plus. And c equals to minus 21. Why? Because the sign with c is minus. So c equals to minus 21. Now next what I have done, that I have just substituted all these values, that is a, b and c, into the quadratic formula. Okay, so the result that I got after that is x equals to minus 4. Why minus 4? Because minus b, right? So b is positive here, so minus 4 plus minus, now b square, that is 4 square, minus 4 times a, that is 1, into minus 21, that is c, that now out here c is minus 21, okay, over 2a, that is 2 into 1. Now after solving that equation, I came across minus 4 plus minus under root 16 plus 84. Now why 16 plus 84? Let's go back. 4 square is 16, right? This minus and minus both multiplied will give you plus. Minus into minus will give you plus, and 4 times 21 is 84. So that is what I have written here after simplifying it a bit. Okay, next just adding these two numbers, that is 16 plus 84 will give you 100. Now if you see, under root 100 is possible, which is 10. Alright, now how to solve, how to find out further root, how to simplify it further is minus 4 plus minus 10 divides 2. That means we're going to use, since we have two values, there is a order 2 equation and we will be getting two roots, minus 4 as it is. See, minus 4, one time I will be writing it with plus 10, and for the second root I will be writing it with minus 10. Now how I will be writing it? Like this. See, minus 4 as it is, okay, one time with plus divided by 2, this 2 and 4 minus 4 remains same, Okay, what will change is, one time I will be adding 10 in minus 4, the other time I will be subtracting minus 10 from minus 4. Okay, so after doing that, this minus 4 plus 10 divided by 2 and minus 4 minus 10 divided by 2, the result I get is, after simplifying it, we get 3 and minus 7, which is my answer. So you just write it like this in a solution set form, that solution set is equals to 3 and minus 7. Now it doesn't matter you write minus 7 first and 3 afterwards. In set, order is not important. Okay, so in whatever position you write it, both are correct. Alright, moving on. I hope you have understood this. Okay, these are the questions that I want you all to attempt. Now this is the first question, 6x square plus 11x minus 35 equals to 0. The second question is x square minus x minus 3 equals to 0. Third is 3x square plus 4x plus 2 equals to 0, minus x square plus 6x plus 18 equals to 0, and the last question is 5x square minus 2x minus 9 equals to 0. I want you all to solve all these equations, and these are the answers to all the equations. Okay, I'll see you in the next video with a different method of solving quadratic equation.